Hey, Asher Key, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about some expectations when it comes to wrestling, and also like certain little tidbits of things that I feel like a lot of wrestling fans kind of forgotten, or it's like more so into a point where we all want what we want, and we all are willing to talk about what we want and kind of demand what we want, in so to speak, and not in like a, it's not me trying to judge nobody, because I don't really care. If I'm gonna be honest, you be a fan in the way that you want to be a fan. That's your right, you know. But a little thing I will say is a lot of people be complaining and kind of throwing a fit on the internet into a way where it's kind of like toxic in a way. You make it like the internet community of wrestling fans can make it to be if a certain wrestler wins or a certain wrestler gets to a point, the whole internet will go into a frenzy over it. An example would be when Jey Uso beat Ilya Dragunov, and then when Jey Uso won the qualifying match for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, if you're a logical wrestling fan, not necessarily a Jey Uso fan, you will understand that they're probably going to make Jey Uso go with Braun, especially because their interactions. And not only because of their interactions, but by the fact that Jey Uso is wildly popular. This man has to be one of the most popular people on their roster, and he doesn't even have a belt. So the way that certain fans will go up in a frenzy, it's insane, because you're not going to get everything you want unless you like everyone on that freaking roster. You're not going to get everything you want when it comes to certain decisions, certain bookings. Certain things will make you upset or sad or disappointed or happy or angry. And that's just the ups and downs about wrestling. And that's also how other sports are. You know, when you're watching football, not every play is going to be played the way you want. There's going to be certain calls that are called in a way that you don't like, and there's going to be certain teams that win. Your team has more of a chance to not win the Super Bowl than anything else. Like, you have a high percentage of being disappointed every freaking year, and that is okay, because you're still gonna cheer, you're still gonna watch Monday and Thursday night football. Wait, I don't know when football comes on Sunday. Whenever football come on, you gonna watch that. Same thing with wrestling. You're gonna watch freaking every freaking week when that junk come on, and you're probably gonna sit down and like what they gonna give you. 8 times out of 10, they're probably gonna give you what you want, but you didn't know you wanted it. And that kind of has to be the case for, I think, a lot of fans that wanted Roman Reigns to keep the freaking belt. After he took that belt, after he lost that belt, we probably mourned a little bit, but now we don't. We're on to bigger things. We're on to bigger, better things. We're over that. We're over that. And you just gotta take your L, lick your wounds, and move on. No need to bring it back up. It's okay. The next thing is, not every good wrestler, and this one is kind of hard-ish. It's kind of hard, but it's a hard truth. Not every good wrestler is going to be world champion. And I gotta take a minute for y'all, because that is a hard one, and that's one where it's kind of sad too, but at the same time, you gotta be entertaining as well, because it's called sports entertainment. In this world of wrestling, you gotta be entertaining with it. You can make it very far being a good wrestler, but when it comes to certain aspects of kind of carrying the division, you gotta have that other attributes. You gotta be able to talk on the mic. You gotta be able to do certain things, or you have to have that look and the skills in the ring to overwhelm you not being able to talk well on the mic, because then you can get a manager and you're good. But being a good wrestler is not solely it. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but your fave probably won't get a world championship, and that's probably just going to be what it's going to be. You know, I've already accepted the fact on certain things, like, there's probably going to be a slim chance of Jey Uso getting that freaking belt. But I'm still going to cheer for him. and he's still going to be a great superstar, still going to be a talented superstar with or without a belt. We have to stop kind of putting all your eggs in the belt division for you to be a great superstar, for you to be successful. I personally think that LA Knight has been very successful in his WWE run before that belt. We always behind him. We always behind him when it came to Logan Paul. I was gonna say he was all behind him on all his championship defenses, but I wasn't. If we gonna be real, I was never. I'll tell you, when Roman Reigns get in that ring and it's somebody I like, I don't care. I don't remember liking you. Like, the only person that can offset me rooting for Roman Reigns in the same ring will have to be Naomi, and they not gonna fight. They're never gonna get in the ring together against each other in that way. So I'm good. But every time you getting booed, I'm booing you. The next one would be, certain times some people are not gonna like your favorite wrestler, and that is okay. That is okay. That is okay. The WWE might not like your favorite wrestler when it comes to this booking. That's gonna have to be a hard pill you gotta swallow. Your expectations when it comes to wrestling is expect nothing. Have zero expectations. I would like to say have zero expectations unless you kind of know where things are swaying. Like, example would be when Cody Rhodes won the championship. If you were a fan of Cody Rhodes, I would have you expect him to win. Expect him to get that belt during WrestleMania. Those are the times you can put your expectations to a high level. But every other time, put your expectations to zero so you do not throw a fit. You can root for whoever you want, but don't expect them to win. Please don't expect them to win, because you are going to have a hard time getting over that. You are going to be very upset at the end of the night. 9 times out of 10, unless it's going the way that, unless it's swaying towards the person that you're rooting for, you probably going to be upset. Probably going to be upset. Unless you put your eggs in a great basket, you might be upset. And unless you like both teams and your expectations will be for them to win or for them to win, you good. Like I said, if you love everybody on that roster, if you love them, you are going to have a great time in professional wrestling. You're going to love professional wrestling. You are not going to be upset by anything, really. But other than that, and I think that when it comes to your expectations, I need you guys to not expect everybody to like your favorite wrestler, but I need also that to be subjective sometimes. Sometimes be subjective, because you cannot like a wrestler, but they got a big bad in the ring. Don't be upset when they get pushed, because they are great in the ring. You just don't like them. Another thing is, this is just going to be a little side thing. I don't even know if this is going to be really expectation when it comes to wrestling, but dude, some people are only good at chasing the belt. Some people cannot really have the belt for too long, or it's going to get a little, for certain gimmicks. Unless they're going to change their gimmick when they get the belt, cool. But if they do not change their gimmick, it's going to be a very long title run. And my last thing for this expectations in wrestling, I need you guys to always think out of the box. Always think out of the box when it comes to wrestling, because pro wrestling is where anything is possible. If there's a best way of explaining it, pro wrestling has to be if there was real life superheroes, and it makes sense. Like, that is the realm that we're always going to be thinking in. Superhero type of, that type of realm. The realm of impossibility being possible. But that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.